Beethoven, and actually there's even more. With my guest and brother Patrick Adakwe. What's up, man?
Cool.
Welcome, bro. How you doing? How you doing?
Fine, and you?
So you've actually taken over my studio. It looks like a whole band studio. I don't know what I should call it.
Of course, when I'm coming to Lexus Bill's show, I can't take it for granted.
That's
of
right.
Course, yes.
It's a full setup in here, but really good to see you. And I gotta say, I enjoyed the performance at my wedding.
Oh, thank you. Your so-called wedding, your fake wedding. Yeah.
Bro, don't say it out loud.
Okay.
They know I'm married,
okay,
so relax.
Your fake wedding. I won't say it loud.
That was totally amazing. The opening ceremony of the bridal fair, and how was that for you? You enjoyed that?
It was beautiful, and the whole program was well planned. It was very, very beautiful. I think the whole program was very well planned.
Awesome.
And
you also performed at the fashion show, right?
Yes, I did. I did.
Awesome. I enjoyed that as well. And today we get to have a feel of you live on the radio.
Oh, okay.
And as well, get to really understand, classical music, how you are championing it so well, how it has come, and of course, how you got into it. I would really want to understand that.
Oh, okay. For classical music, it's something like a Western style of music. It started from the Western world, but now it is no more for the Westerners.
Yeah,
it's something open. It's global. So everywhere you find classical music. You go China, Dubai, everywhere they perform classical music. Actually, because I was a chorister, I started as a chorister.
Okay,
and the choir that I started in, we used to sing a lot of classical anthems.
Okay.
That was how come I developed interest for it. Then, I started learning it academically and all that, and that's how I got into it.
I mean, it's amazing. A few names will come up when you mention classical music: the Beethovens, the Mozarts, the Handels, and all. Yeah. I mean, talk of Beethoven. I played a little bit of it. The Fifth
Symphony.
Yeah, the one that I played a little earlier. That was
Symphony
turned around by Walter Murphy. Yeah. Now you were just telling me that it's one of the classic pieces, of course, but Beethoven wrote this when he was blind.
Yes. No, when he was deaf.
Oh, deaf rather.
Yes. Actually, he wasn't deaf from the beginning of his life, but somewhere along the line, he was deaf. No one can tell. If it was in Africa, we would have said maybe because he was too great, someone went to. I was about to say someone went to a certain region, but I won't talk about it. So, he was deaf, but that was when he composed all his wonderful tunes. Even the time he was deaf, that was when he did all the best things we know about him.
How different is it from your regular frequencies when it comes to music?
Okay. Are you talking about regular frequencies in Africa or in
well, let's say Africa.
Oh, okay. It's not so different, but of course, what will make it different is that he composed it for a certain kind of audience, okay, and within a certain environment at a certain period. So at that period, they had a way they used to enjoy music. But the music was so deep in such a way that even up till now, we still enjoy them, But then Ghanaians also picked something from that aspect. When the Westerners came, they taught us hymns, they taught us classicals, and then some of the Ghanaian composers like Dr. Ephraim Amu, Professor Nketia also picked that style and did it in their own way. So they picked the style as in the classical style, but fixed it with our traditional rhythms and our language and all that. So whatever they were doing was also classical, but it's classical in Ghanaian interpretation.
Okay. Okay. So I know there's the classical music without words.
Yeah.
We've heard a lot of the Beethovens and all of that. There's that with words as well.
Exactly.
We can talk about the Ave Marias and whatnot. Which one do you do? Do you do both?
Oh, I do both. But then I know in my country, instrumental music is not as popular as vocal music, But what surprises me is we also have Ghanaian traditional instrumental music, like what they do with Adowa and all that. At times you hear traditional players playing without music.
Yeah,
we
without
still,
singing.
Without singing. Sorry,
Yeah.
and we still like it. But when it comes to a certain kind of music, we always want to hear the voice. We want to hear the words. Or unless when it's instrumental, then it's something they may be able to sing along
Right,
or something.
yeah.
So I realized that, and I'm a voice major student as well. I learned voice in the university, though I was a piano major student. Sorry, and a voice minor. So I decided to add the singing to it, and I realized people loved it, you know. So I also do instrumental. I've been organizing piano recitals, organ recital with Airtel and all that. Yes, but then I also have vocal. So mostly I do the vocal class.
Is there a type of voice for classical music? Because I know sometimes you hit very high notes and sometimes very low notes, and it sounds a little muffled sometimes, or it's just my ears.
Yeah. Classical music, you know, you need to be trained well. Though you can mimic, you can copy, but then there is a training we give to classical singers, you know, because of now before you can even sing a work very well, you must know the composer, when it was written, the style of the composer. So at times you may be singing Beethoven's work. Someone or a professional musician will tell you are singing, but this is not Beethoven. It means that the notes are right, everything is right about the music, but the character and the interpretation is not Beethoven, as in the composer and even the period. So with classical music, we learn the periods. Okay, so when I'm singing a work from, let's say, Handel, it will be different from singing a work from Schubert. It will be different from singing a work from Beethoven, all because of the various you know, periods they were written. Even in Ghana, even in Ghanaian music, let's take it this way. Right now, if I'm singing a work from E.T. Mensah, okay, there is a style that those that really love E.T. Mensah would like me to go, though my voice may be different, but there is a certain way. Now, if I'm switching to Kojonchi, there is a style. If I have to do Daddy Lumba, there is a style. Now, if I have to do Kwabna Sakodie Shatawale, there is a style. I can't do Shatawale and become too gentle, because he also has a style. So we have styles in music. But with classical music, because we are forced to do almost each and every style. That is how come we are trained for each and every. So we also sing jazz and all that, but all of them you have to be trained to be able to sing. But when you go to some places, we have singers that are really specialized in a composer. Maybe this singer is specialized in Handel. This singer is specialized in Beethoven. But I know we are moving to a different world where people want to hear a lot of things. So now,
so you are not specialized?
Not at all, because in my country I can't specialize.
But who's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite is Handel, because Handel, you know, because I grew up in Ghana, and in Ghana we like vocal works, and when it comes to vocal works, Handel is always at the top. Of course, when it comes to instrumental work, we have other great composers like Beethoven, Mozart. You know, most of them were writing a lot of instrumental works, but Handel also spent almost all the time writing vocal pieces. Like Hallelujah Chorus, for instance, was written by Handel. It's a vocal piece.
Well, since you mentioned Kojo Ntwi and whatnot, one of his team members, my brother Theodore Lamte, says Patrick is amazing. He played Hallelujah Chorus at my wedding and he mesmerized everyone. Thank him for me. I haven't forgotten about his request.
Is that Kojo Ntwi's manager?
Yes. So he says it will happen. I've got already lots of messages are coming in. Lexis, you've made my afternoon, Papa. Mr. Adakwe is very talented. Oh my gosh. He is full of energy when he's behind his instruments, and that's from Gifty in Cowbank. Okay. With that said, over to you, Jolate. Oh, sorry. Patrick Adakwe. Patrick Adakwe.
All right.
Let's have a feel of some amazing pieces by the one and only Patrick Adakwe here on Joy 99.7 FM.
Okay, the first work probably I would like to do is It's Not His Word Like a Fire by Mendelssohn, Felix Mendelssohn, in his oratorio Elijah. It's not his word like a fire, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock, like a hammer that breaketh the rock, that breaketh the rock into pieces, like a hammer, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock. His word is like a fire and like a hammer that breaketh the rock. For God is angry, angry with the wicked every day. For God is angry with the wicked every day. And if the wicked turn not, the Lord will whet his sword, and he had bent his bow, made it ready, ready. Is not his word like a fire, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock, like a hammer that breaketh the rock, like a hammer, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock, that breaketh the rock, that breaketh the rock, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock. Is not his word like a hammer that breaketh the rock? Is not his word like a hammer that breaketh the rock? His not his word like a hammer that breaketh the rock. This Ave Maria by Schubert. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Maria gratia plena, Maria gratia plena, Ave, Ave Dominus tecum, benedicta tui mulieribus, et benedictus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Ave Maria. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. That's a hallelujah by Mozart. Mozart used to write a lot of hallelujahs, just hallelujah, hallelujah, but with different sounds.
Wow. I am totally blown away. My goodness. What? Oh boy. Okay, so now everybody's trying to. You got to sign autographs before you leave.
Why not? I'll do that for you.
A lot of people are coming in, checking out Patrick Adakwe, no man, this is totally amazing. This is totally amazing. The messages coming in, unbelievable. You can also send us a WhatsApp message on 0244340437. If you're on Twitter, the hashtag is DriveOnJoy. Lexus, make sure he plays the Champions League anthem before he leaves. And that's from Gabriel. That you got to do. I mean, you have to do that.
No problem.
And Lexus at the Begwa, please let Adakwe play "And the Glory of the Lord" before he leaves. Why? And that's from Yao in Greater Estates. So you're going to do that too?
Okay, no problem.
We should go right now. Okay, let's go.
The Glory of the Lord by Handel in his Oratorio Messiah.
Okay, shoot.
The glory of the Lord, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed. And all flesh shall see it together, and all flesh shall see it together. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. And all flesh shall see it together. And the glory of the Lord, and all flesh shall see it together. The mouth of the Lord has spoken it. And all flesh, and the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. Has spoken it. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed. And all flesh shall see it together. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken it.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we're supposed to be talking, but now I don't want to talk. I just want to sit back and watch you. And oh dear. Lexus, tell him to give us another. He's so good. And that's from Yogi in Edmonton, Canada. Adakwe made my speech day in Boche such a lovely side. When he's in his element, man, what can't he play? I'm going to read tons of your messages. Now, we're live on our Facebook page. You can go check it out. You can go check out the video and see him in his element. And Kojo Berry says, hey, Lexus, tell Adakwe to play what he played at Golden Tulip over the weekend. You played at Golden Tulip?
I did.
So do you remember what you played?
I played a lot of songs.
So you played at a wedding?
Yes, I've been playing at weddings.
Weddings, a lot of the weddings.
Everything.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
funerals. So what do you play at the funerals?
Ceremonies. Funerals, everybody's funeral I played.
Yeah.
I play everywhere. Church service, everything, parties. Yeah.
Are you able to play very contemporary songs as well?
Yes, when I was in the university, I also studied popular music. We called those ones popular music.
Okay.
Because we accept the fact that classical music is not popular music. We have popular music, So I did a course called popular music where we were forced to compose something in popular style.
Okay.
So I do. But just that because I have my area of study, that is the pure arts, classical. So once in a while, maybe I may do some contemporary, but it's not something that I do, because every musician must be noted for
something.
For something.
Yeah.
You can't say you are all round. When it happens like that, then people become confused as in where to
place you.
Exactly.
That's true.
I am a classical musician.
But let's say I wanted to put you on the spot and say, do something very popular.
Okay.
Or, something Ghanaian popular. You know, when you were talking, you mentioned Shatawale and things.
Yeah.
Now you know where I'm heading. So if you were to do something very contemporary, are you able to throw one in?
I can do them. Just that I have a special keyboard that I also use to
for
play
that one. Okay, that's
popular
very
ones.
fine.
But one thing is that I still have some. I can do some popular songs in a classical style.
Yeah.
You know, of course, and even a work like. Let me give you a work like. I can do some.
Okay, I get the picture now. That's fine. Dempster at Malsberg Press says, Lexus, my boss and I are enjoying the classicals at the office, and my boss is so excited like something. In fact, we love this guy. I love him too, honestly. By popular request from Butcher Boys and for our fallen Kofi Annan, please ask Adakwe to play For All the Saints.
From their labor's rest. Okay.
Are you able to do that as well?
That's our school hymn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're able to do that?
Why not?
Okay. And then let me see, tons of messages in here. Lexus, please let him do the Hallelujah chorus before he leaves. That's from Laurie. Okay. Ernest Nkoko wants you to do the Summer Symphony.
My Summer Symphony.
You have a Summer Symphony. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
This one says, Lexus, I love classical music, and for the first time I saw him perform, it was amazing. I have his CD, the one with Methodist Church Choir at Tentra Hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has your CD, and that's Eric sending in that message. Tons of messages. I really wish I could read all of them. Let me just share something with you pretty quick. The Pejasi Valley Resort is putting together this year's exciting exotic 80s night. Yeah. Forget the business side of life and fuel your heydays. For once, slip down memory lane, to the crazy, sophisticated, old school spirit and unwind the night away at the Pediasi Valley Resort. By popular demand and a chance to change the pace a little bit, come appreciate the fun and artistic qualities of the 80s night. The night brings together a trendy public as well as enthusiasts, professionals, and celebrities. The venue is the Pediasi Valley Resort. It's on the 1st of September 2018, 6 p.m. till you drop. Dress code 80s night apparel or something casual. Entry 100 Ghana cedis only. You can call for VIP seats and tickets. Special rate for bed and breakfast, $140 only per night. It promises to be creative, festive, unexpected, with lots of music, wine, food and barbecue, and many more surprises. So dust off your cassettes, tease up your hair a little bit, come network and dance through time. Over 400 songs to choose from. It's totally an 80s party. Call Mandy or Bridget for entry tickets on 0540 124 393 or 0240 249 539. Limited tickets and rooms are available, so you got to make that call quick. 0540 124 393. But let's talk about the beginnings and how you really got into it proper. You said you were in the choir. Share with us the beginnings. Which choir and what made you decide to now switch into pure classical music?
Oh, okay. From the first time I touched the piano, I realized I'll be a classical musician from that day, and so my decision was taken long time ago.
So how did you know? And what was your first contact with classical music? Was it something you heard growing up? Dad, something? What did you?
Yes, because my mom was a chorister, and then of course because of that, when she comes back home, she sings some of the works they learned, and she was also in a cathedral choir, Anglican cathedral in Kumasi, and they used to learn a lot of classical hymns, chants, and all that, and then they used to go on GTV, perform and all that, and I used to see them, and I was very, very impressed as at that time, and I was inspired, so it was straight from the choir. Then of course when I was in the Methodist church, I joined the junior choir. But then when I was growing, I realized that when I entered the university and offered music in the University of Cape Coast, I was growing and realized that music is more than just vocal. Music is more than what I knew as music. That was when I developed more interest in classical. So even before I finished, I had in mind that I'll become a classical musician, because we had a chance to listen and analyze and play lots of works from different composers from different places, not only classical, from Nigeria, from China, from Brazil, different places, and how they sound. But mostly we also learned structures in classical music. So as I mentioned, in music, especially when you get to the university, for instance, you are open, we do a whole lot of things. I did popular music. I've played Kojentri before, I've played Amachi Dede before, I've played all those ones before with bands and all that. But I decided to be in classical music because that was where I felt my strength was.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, you talk about studying music in University of Cape Coast.
Yeah.
You definitely had classmates.
Yes, I have.
And hundreds of them. And every
lot
year,
of them.
there are people who graduate
Yeah.
from your class studying classical music. Where are they?
Okay. One thing with music, especially with art music, is that art music is not a popular music. It is where they are there. Some of them are still in it. Some of them are doing it. Some of them too, diverted to something else. Even during school. Now, what happens is that because it's not a very popular music, it is very difficult for you to hear names of art musicians, or classical musicians, because we are popular within a certain scope of people, exactly, or niche of people. For instance, even in business, we have popular businessmen, and we have businessmen who are not necessarily popular.
Known. Okay.
But they are businessmen who are doing very well right now. If you type the first 20 richest men in the world, there are some names that you ask yourself, where are these names coming from?
I understand that.
Exactly.
So why then, what makes you want to take it out of that niche now? Because I get an impression, because you're quite popular all over the place. My WhatsApp platform is blowing up. Like people are totally enjoying all that you're doing. So why then do you decide to go against the status quo, if I can put it that way?
Because the world is growing, and then we are moving to a world of in a very big world where we compromise. So I realized that though I'm doing classical, but because of where I am and my environment, maybe there are some popular classical works that people would always love to hear. Like someone requested Hallelujah Chorus. And Hallelujah Chorus, as you can hear, the title is a chorus, is for a choir. But I decided to do it as a soloist.
Yeah.
For the first time, and I recorded it. And lo and behold, people loved it so much. So I decided that then some of the popular tunes, that people love, I would like to perform them, so that when probably I'm invited to any occasion at all, at least I can do something that people know. Now, apart from it being popular, I have a way of interpreting my music to also suit the normal audience. So when I'm playing to classical audience, my approach, for instance, the same Hallelujah Chorus, if I'm playing to pure classical audience, my approach will be different from playing to audience that don't like classical. My approach is different when I go to a charismatic church. It's still different when I go to an Orthodox church and all that. So I know how to fit in anywhere. Let me tell you, there was a program they had at International Conference Center. It was a pure hip life program. And then they mentioned that, okay, then I should do something before the main program. And the manager told them that, no, he knows me very well, so I must be part of the bill. So they should call me in the middle. So I performed after Waisa, or one of the exactly. And right after him, I performed, and the whole room they were blown out, and the applause and the standing ovation and all that. People still talk about it, So classical music is not out of the way, just that it's in the mind, because it is classical. you know, this one is for classical. No, we can't invite him here. Oh no,
So you can play at every show.
Every function I can play,
Well,
and I'll still blow it up.
I tell you what, already I have a few people who are asking me for your contact for a few shows. Could you Berry just sent me a message that, look, Lex, the guy is serious, and when I make my first $1 million, he will play for me for 1 month. He wants to sponsor a show for you. So, I mean, looks like business is going to be booming. But right now, let's get back to it. What's the next song we're about to do again?
Okay, I can do some Ghanaian works. Okay, Ghanaian works. There is this work I love performing so much. Everywhere I go, I perform it because it's a beautiful work by Dr. Ephraim Amu. Bon Re Kentemini. It's
you got to do it. You got to do it. Yeah, yes.
Exactly. You know. So I want to do it. This work has also brought in few arguments here and there. You know, actually, some regions also believe that kente weaving is not from Bonre, it's not from Ashanti region.
Yeah.
It's from another place, especially Volta region.
Volta region.
Yeah, they also believe that kente. So they felt that this song made Bonre so popular in terms of kente weaving, you know. But according to the story too, Ephraim Amu was trying to say that he went to Bonre as a student and then he saw kente weaving, you know. But then so there is politics around this song because they don't understand why Ephraim Amu is
for the moment we will just enjoy the music.
We just enjoy the music. Exactly. So it doesn't mean kente is from Bonre. Chinchini amame hunyoma. Chinchini amama tinsema Asante Bonre Kentemini dia mi hubido Asante Bonre Kentemini dia minti bido Kwa mioni madio ye ni kentemini na bomeje Ninsa, ninai, ninsedia so jijini Kro, 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 he, 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 he Kro, he, kro, he, kro, 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 he, he Kro, 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 he, he Kro, he, kro, kro, he, kro Na yemido, na yemido Bonre kentemini ya Na yemido, na bomeje Kentemini jumi afama jindini Baby arami family to no dini Na nipa wo huinyi ne hu sasem da me so Na mi hu ye won ma wo be chiri me so Eno hu ni mo bo be fa me koi koso a ni fie no pata me ara bisa me manante se Ose me ba edie ben me se awo mi osuane a mi free ekropon suan kunini mu na mate se ne Bonre kure agedin wo kentanwini mu na wo gya yen kwan ma ba se mehwe ne amete wo ho na menya me du kro ni mu pe ofie dika me du mu no mete na me hui so opanyi kwa me ni madio ere nyini kente eja kwa me ni madio ni kente di a me boy pe na jom na be hyema no kro 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 he 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 kro hin kro hin kro 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 he he kro 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 he he kro hin kro na yemido Bonre kente nyini ya na yemido na bomeje. The story continues. Ehuoni mobo antima siara de Nensu obo modin yehu biara mame o mame katin kwan pa bi di me pa ara na ne daw mami wire free me jom no kakra o mami baby pada yo da so pe me bodaje kente nyune jom kruyara na mereto eno huni mobo ne nifi pamfo nyina nyan dai begina me dan na no ritie me jom na mo ara munim anadwodwom ne de he ekọ won swara yiye ma me ja ma bon ne san bi na se me frejum na wo nyina age so kro 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 he 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 kro he kro he kro 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 he he kro 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 he he kro he kro na yemido Bonre kentemini ya na yemido na bomeje manche Bonre ho na me san me bafie me jumni ye ni papi de na wo petie e ma me ni je pi se menya bribi pariko na mi drufie pe me kwa himfia nante sebo emrantie ne maba enkokra mrewa ne mofra wo bai bebuai wonyinara bechire me so he onipa nkwara obeboa ho ofi biara mu anka otwe anka adoa na me hwekom na me se na nipa domi kura aba amane na me bon a ebeso wani eni gye se menwum yara na mahyehyɛ so ɔkyea me na som na manfo na gye so efi ho ufa kronim benkum ananifa epue ya na atoye ubeti kro he oh help me kro kro he kro he kro na yemi do bonre kente ni ya na yemi do na bomeje.
This is amazeballs. I'm loving this. Patrick Adakwe here on Joy 99.7 FM. Look, I can't get enough of this, honestly. Right after the news, we'll share some more with you. We'll get talking a little bit more. If you have any questions for Patrick, you can WhatsApp at 0244340437. If you're on Twitter as well, the hashtag is Drive on Joy. Our feed is live on Facebook as well. I think we need a breather now. It's 4 o'clock.
Hello, you're welcome to the headline news at 4. And coming up, Ghana Health Service announces medical doctors will not be posted from its headquarters beginning this year. We'll tell you why. And leaders of SDA Church relocate other pastors in building ravaged by fire that claimed 5 lives as investigations begin. My name is Ernest Menu. Details now. The Ghana Health Service has announced that medical doctors will not be posted from its headquarters